This is a guide for new players who want to play Passive Exile 2, never played the first one, or tried it before but never gotten into. I myself have tried Passive Exile 3 times before I finally quote unquote got it. Now I have over 1000 hours in, can't wait to play Passive Exile 2. This guide I'll explain the game in very simplistic terms, hopefully to help you understand the basics without going to the very advanced stuff that make every new player confused. It's gonna be very easy, just follow me and we're gonna get through it. Passive Exile 2 is a game based around the 3 attributes: intelligence, strength, and dexterity. Everything in the game revolves around those 3 attributes, from items to classes to abilities. As long as you understand these basic principles, you're gonna be fine. For example, say you're a sorceress, so you're intelligence based, or you're a warrior, you're strength based. If you started the game as a sorceress, you gain abilities like Spark, and if you started the game as a warrior, you gain abilities like Falling Slam, which is an attack. There are 3 types of abilities in Passive Exiles. There are spells, attacks, and buffs. Usually you want to look at the type of the ability you got and if you can use it for your class. To make this simpler for you, usually just follow the attribute. For example, if the ability I have intelligent requirement, that means that's good for intelligent based classes like sorceress or a witch. Say if you have an attack which requires strength, that means it goes for warrior or marauder. Same for both abilities and arrows. Once you get to abilities, you want to actually use it, so you want to support it with other abilities called support gems. Support gems make your abilities act in a different way. For example, faster casting make your spells cast faster. A life leech make your attacks leech life to you. You need to distinguish between spells and attack. For example, life leech can support Spark because it isn't an attack, it's an spell. And all the supports also have its own attribute alignment. So to make things simpler for you, just follow the attributes. If you are sorceress, just use intelligence support. If you are a warrior, just use strength support. You can mix and match those. For example, Sparks has projectiles, so you can use faster projectiles on it, which require some dexterity, but you can use it. And in Passive Exile 2 there are recommended systems. So if you all else fail, just follow the recommended system, both supports that the game recommend to you, and use it, and you're gonna be fine. You can support a spell or an attack up to 5 times with 5 support gems. In order to increase the limit of the support gems, you need to use in-game currency called Jeweler Orb to support gem with more than 2 support gems. Intelligence, dexterity, and strength all have its own offensive stat and defensive stats, and recovery stats. The skill tree may look very complicated to you, but in reality, you just want to stay in your lane. If you are sorceress, just stay up top. Go all the way up top to the skill tree. If you are warrior, go all the way to the outside of the tree, same as dexterity. Basically, your goal in the skill tree is to reach notables. Notables are what make your class strong. If we go back here, intelligence has notables that increase elemental spells, and has notables that increase your defense, which is energy shields, and your recovery, which is energy shield recharge. There is a lot of mechanics for also strength and dexterity. Like for strength has increased to melee attack and defense armor and recovery leech. Dexterity recovers life flask, defense evasion, increase to edge attack. As long as you follow in your lane, you stay in your side of the tree, you can't go wrong. Just pick the notables and move on to the top of the tree, because usually the strongest notables are at the outside range of the tree, because it's harder to get there. So as far as away you get from the start position, you get more powerful notables. This also extends to items. Intelligence also give you energy. Intelligence items give you energy shields. Strength items give you armor. Dexterity give you evasion. They all also give you stats similar to the skill tree. intelligent gear have mods that increase your defense, and the defense of intelligent is energy shield, so therefore items with intelligence will have energy shields mods on them. Same for strength. Defense basically is armor, so the defensive mods that's gonna roll on an armor base is always gonna be armor related stat, like increased armor or add maximum armor flat. In the game, you want to in the early game, just focus on getting life and to resist mods. This is all you need. You don't have to get the perfect intelligent item or the perfect system. Just as long as it has life and resist on it, you're good. And get a good weapon, and you're gonna sweep through the campaign just fine. That's all you need. Just life to resist and a good weapon. And the biggest mistake that newbies make is that they don't look at the mods on the item. Yellow item isn't necessarily better than a magic item or a blue item. For example, the items on the left side have a maximum energy of 26 and has a suffix that gives us a 20% lightning resist. The item on the right, even though it has a lot more stats, most of them are useless. Like reflect is basically a dead stat. This stat exists solely just to break an item or to make it useless. Stomp block recovery won't help you as an energy shield based caster. You have a low roll on max energy, a low roll on lightning resist, therefore the item on the left is better. So look at the item before making your judgment on what you want to pick off the ground or to craft, etc. etc. Every slot items in your gear have a different mods that can roll on it. For weapon, it gives you damage mode depending on the weapon. If you have a staff, it's gonna give you an intelligent based mods like increased lightning damage or increased cold damage, increased fire damage or increased cast speed. But it will not roll an increased attack mods like increased physical damage or for example increased attack speed. Because basically it's a staff. Staff can't have an attack. Axis on the other hand can have an attack speed, but can't have cast speed. If you wear a two-handed big axe, it cannot roll cast speed on it. It's gonna all have increased physical mod and a flat physical on it. Helmet, body armor, and gloves and boots all have the same defensive mod as the tree. If you have intelligent helmet, it's gonna hold in an energy shield, save for gloves, boots, and body armor. And belts have the mods that just affect your potions. It doesn't follow the attributes tree, but it basically just exists to have some life, some resist, and mods that affects your flasks and your potions in this case. We still don't know what actually the mod's gonna be because the charm system is new in Pacific Exile 2, but that's there and here. Long story short, just gain life, to resist, a good weapon, and you're good to go. There are unique items in Path of Exiles. Unique items aren't necessarily better than an actual good rare or good magic items. Unique items exist solely just for the specific mods on them. For example, this unique items on the right give you mana reservation of heralds always 44. Well, actually there is no more mana reservation mods, but just take this item for example. It exists for herald skills. If you don't use herald, you don't want to equip these items. This and the item on the right have big energy shield for me and a big lightning resist mod, so it's actually better. Basically, if you look at unique items, just look at what they actually do and if it actually helps you build. You usually build around them. Customization is the Path of Exile. You always want to customize your build, adapt, overcome. Overcome. If you find yourself dying a lot, just put more skill points into your defense. If you find you lack damage, just put more points into damage. Usually defense is very hard to come by, so focus on that. If you just wanna go full glass cannon, destroy the game, but get one-shotted, feel free to go. Just play the game however you want. This is the game basically. You just build the character however you want. It's gonna be easy, just as long as you understand that attribute rules everything in Path of Exiles. And the best tips I can give you is just have goals. Have the first goal you should have is just beating the campaign, beating the story mode. In early access in Pass Exile 2 there are 3 acts, and you're gonna repeat the 3 acts in a harder difficulty. Just focus on clearing the campaign, the story, enjoy the journey. That's the first goal you should have. After you're done though, have a second goal of beating a higher tier of waystones, which is the end game Pass Exile 2, which we call maps. Just focus on getting the campaign finished, getting the waystone out of the way, and just then after all of this, just kill a hard boss and relax and enjoy the game. Then do it all over again on a different class, or make your class overpowered. Whatever you want, you can do it. I believe in you. Thanks for watching. I hope this was informative. Just as long as you get life to resist, a good weapon, and you understand how attribute works, you're gonna be fine. I believe in you. Thanks for watching.